I need to go in and set my settings off of. Hello, everybody. I'm going to fix my settings real quick so that I'm on. Well, hello, everybody. Sorry, I'm starting a few minutes late here. There we go. Now let's go to comments. All right, Tiffles. Tiffles is in the house. Just Becca's in the house. Mary Jane Doe. Hello, everybody. Okay, let me send you a link as soon as I figure it out. Invite guests. Okay. There we go. There we go. There's a StreamYard link. Hey, Destiny. Okay, how's my volume? There we go. I need to do my camera. And let's go back. I wonder, it's weird when you go to set the camera, there's two back-facing views, which I don't know the difference in the two, but did you get it, Tiffles? Okay, so the thing of it is Tiff wants to know how everybody pronounces Worcestershire sauce. Okay? A lot of people say it different, and depending on your accent or no accent, how it sounds. But that's what we were discussing just a minute ago. Very interesting. And okay, we've got someone. Here we go. Wait. Okay, try again. So I can put you up. Because I clicked on it and then it did something weird. So come on in again and I'll go to click on the right button. You gave it away. No, I know, but we've got to hear your version. Worcestershire. Yeah. So it's kind of, see, Mary Jane Doe did it to where you can sound it out. There you go, Tiff. Now try to do it. Goodness gracious, y'all. It's humid as hell today. It doesn't know whether it wants to rain again or not. Come on, Tiffles. Come on. We want to hear you say it. I'm going to show you guys what I did today. Me and hubby did. Okay, because we got some cinder blocks up here around the gazebo. Okay, because this doggone thing wants to take off and run away when it's windy. Yeah. So what we're doing is trying to give it a little support here. Okay, here we go. Add to the stage. Hello.
Hello. Okay. I love Mary Jane Doe. Wait,
I like how she put it down because, like, that's the way it's easier to sound it out like that.
I ain't done this in a long time, so, like, I don't see anything.
Well, your camera's off. You got to put your... oh, you must not have an avatar on there.
What do I don't see nothing.
I see you. Well, I see your little circle thing.
I have not done this in so long. But, okay. So I need to tell you that the Englishman's cheese toast did turn out looking pretty good, but babe, what the fuck are you dipping in it over there? Toast and ketchup.
Not cheese toast, it's cheese on toast.
Babe, it's. What do you mean? That's cheese toast. Cheese on toast? It's cheese toast. I've never seen nobody dip their cheese toast in ketchup. Sure, did you leave me here by my own self? Hello? Oh my god, I got left here by myself. On YouTube Live. Ate some of mine. Ooh, this piece looks really good. Here, what the hell? This is your YouTube. I'm like left here live by my own self.
You're so
I'm
silly.
leaving. I'm leaving.
I'm here. What'd you say? Did you do it?
Did I do what? I'm so
Did you say
confused.
it? Did you say it?
Is there anybody here for me to say it? Dude, I
Yeah,
don't.
I'm. Can you see me, hun? Or outside at like my outdoor camera?
I don't like StreamYard. Hold on. Let me get on my tablet and see if I can see it. But I know to mute it. But I saw that Mary Jane Doe literally wrote in the chat.
Yeah.
Where's your sister?
Or her sheer. She like broke up the word. Where's her sheer?
Okay. Muted. Where's your sister in the shower? That's what it's called.
I don't know.
Girl, baby. Okay, sure. The cheese toast is actually better than my cheese toast.
You like it?
I mean,
Oh, good.
given he put UK cheese that we brought back from the UK on it, but this is actually really good. Okay, I won't question your cheese toast ever again, but also I do question the fact that you dipped it in ketchup.
Well, you haven't tried it.
I've actually done that with my grilled cheese before too, so I can't really say anything.
Is it a thing?
And
No.
No. But you never tried any
But
breakfast or.
and we had roasted tomatoes on all of your English breakfasts, and that was good. So I guess okay, that probably would be good. Share the beans on toast shit just works. It works. Beans on
so
toast is actually good.
I started building my rocks up around this thing, but I'm still working on the different parts of it.
I'm trying to make you bigger on my tablet.
So I thought I was
So
gonna die
did
yesterday.
you get the stray cats to stop drinking all your fountain water?
Yeah, well, right now I don't have water in it because they kept emptying it out. So I thought I'm just gonna wait till I get the rest of the stuff in it. But I'm still working on this
That's cute
whole
though. You know what would
water
be cute
effect,
also is like a mini palm tree in front of both of those basins.
right? I got to get plants to go in these pots. Some tall stuff is what
You
I'm
got
looking
your
for to put in
hostas
those.
under control. They look good.
Yeah, they kind of didn't go crazy like last year. Although I don't know what bites the hell out of them, but there's lots of little hole chew marks in them, and I don't know what the hell gets on these things.
You know what
Honestly,
bite? Do y'all have hostas, baby, in the UK? You know what bite comes?
Yeah. Things with teeth.
Oh my god, stupid. Did you hear what he said? He's such a turd. He said things with teeth.
I need my husband because he wanted to be the one to cut the next round of cucumbers off. You're gonna come and cut some cucumbers off for
Okay,
me?
Sarah, I've
I'll
got
be
a
there to
serious
do it.
question. A
Yes,
serious question. I know that you eat pickles because mine and your favorite pickles are Grillos. Okay,
right?
do you eat olives?
No,
Okay,
I
never
don't know.
mind.
I've never had a tasting for them. I don't know.
Okay, but
Weird.
if somebody
Olives.
eats olives, they should eat pickles, right?
Well, I mean, you'd think, but they're definitely a different taste for sure.
But like, and they eat
Okay.
cucumbers, and they eat pickled onions and all kinds of pickled things, but they don't eat pickles.
Well, do you know
Cucumbers
about?
aren't
There's
pickled.
people that like.
Cucumbers are a fruit.
Cucumbers are pickled. That's how they turn into pickles, baby.
Right.
They're
So
not.
then
No,
ask
no, no,
yourself this
no.
question.
They're not a pickle. They're pickle when they're
Have you seen a
pick.
cucumber?
When a cucumber is pickled, it turns into a pickle.
Right. But a cucumber is not pickled.
No shit.
So
Yeah, you have to
saying
turn it
you
into.
eat cucumbers and therefore you can eat pickles.
No, it's a pickled cucumber.
Yeah. It's
But
not a cucumber.
you eat olive stuff with peppers and blue cheese, and you don't eat a pickle.
It's funny because I know people that'll eat cucumbers but won't eat pickles because the cucumbers. Well, the taste
You
that's
won't do
different
it.
is that they're soaked in in vinegar and garlic and different kinds of stuff for long periods of time, and that's how they kind of absorb that taste.
Yeah, no, he won't do it.
Yeah, I got my
But
clippers in
I
back.
can't complain. I really can't complain because he'll eat almost anything else. Um, like most anything else I cook, he's like willing to try it without even knowing like what's in it. So I really can't
Oh,
complain.
I can't wait to make you my Mexican lasagna. Oh, girl, y'all
That's
are gonna
so
die.
crazy that you said that because so last night I made chorizo and beef tacos with like Mexican rice and Mexican corn and black beans and stuff. And like we have to be really careful right now because like my food allergies are just freaking crazy. So we're like meal prepping. Like as we make dinners, we're like freezing it into like meal prep things and putting it in the freezer. But we didn't really want to freeze this. So, he makes this homemade cottage pie, like I've showed you. So he had this idea to make a Mexican cottage pie with the ingredients. So I'm excited for that. But I was
Yeah,
telling him earlier, I was like, I love a casserole.
right.
Baby, I can't eat no more. I
There's so many
love a
different
casserole.
kinds.
Breakfast casserole, Mexican casserole, chicken casserole, enchilada casserole, chicken pot pie.
All casseroles welcome.
Yes,
Tell her her ass is on the roll.
as long as they're gluten free, yes. All
Bigfoot said your
casseroles.
ass is on a roll.
What do you say?
He said your ass is on a roll.
Corey said your ass is on a roll. Wash your sister in the shower so your ass is on a roll.
That's right.
Where's your sister's sauce casserole?
Well, let's take.
Corey and I
What's
just
your
invented
sister and
something.
sauce?
Yeah, right.
Where's your sister in the shower sauce casserole?
That's used in a lot of casseroles, actually. Quite a few that I've seen that I've
Get your
called for.
Italian ass out of here. What?
Where's your shear? Where's your shear, man?
You're sharing that.
The what? What
Hey,
in the Sam hell did you say?
now that you guys have been talking about cucumbers and pickles, we should go and pick those cucumbers that Bigfoot is going to be the one to cut off this time. I cut off the last ones, and
Yeah, no, I have to go in a second though. Where's Becker?
okay, well then let's do it real quick.
Becker, and her pecker. Where's Becker?
No, no, the geese are chasing her around the yard. They're so cute. Oh my gosh! Oh, she come
Hold
on here and
on and
show us
I'll
her
message
geese.
her. 1 second.
She needs to show us the geese because they are so entertaining to watch.
I don't know. Fucking church.
We've got a white tub. Oh, I don't have. There's no water in my fountain back here.
I'm
Ooh.
back, I think.
Okay, here we go. All right,
Baby,
we'll
look,
stop at
this
the.
is her.
We'll stop here
Baby,
at the
look.
watermelons. Here's one of the watermelons.
Hold on, I got it. Daryl can't see. Look at. She
Yeah,
grows a garden every year. Look at that watermelon.
yeah, one. And then we got this guy down here.
But she don't live in the country, so she's doing this like in her neighborhood.
Yeah, in the backyard.
And she grows taters and cucumbers and maters and strawberries and
Okay, here
flowers.
we go. So
Look at all
here's
this
the
is in the neighborhood.
cucumbers.
Look at all this.
So we're gonna take this guy down, and this guy curled on us, but he still looks pretty good. He's pickle size. And think that one is ready, yeah. Okay, we got another
Good
one.
job, Cher.
Here's one right. I don't know if that guy's ready or not. You think? Yeah. Okay. And then where's the other
We
big
scared
one?
Mary Jane Doe off with the Worcestershire.
No, little guy here. I think he might be
Not doing too good.
I think you might want to cut him off.
Cut him off.
Yeah, he's doing okay.
Okay, let's see.
I'm not eating them up.
Okay, we got all the big ones.
I don't.
Could have swore there was a bigger one. It must be that one right there that I was looking at.
Where's people? I fed them.
All right.
Those are cute cucumbers.
Right? The other ones in the house are huge, but we're going to take a couple smaller ones off and kind of test them and see kind of where we're at. Now, we need to harvest all of our potatoes too.
Oh my God! What about that
got one right here.
potato from year before last?
Oh, remember that crazy potato?
Oh my God! Was it the
Yeah.
sweet potato? Whatever that fucking monster. Oh my God! So sorry, YouTube.
So what we have right here.
Sarah. I did not mean to say that word.
No, you're fine. So all these right here that look all bad is a good sign. I've got to get the potatoes out of there though. So we've got potatoes in there. Little baby organic ones that need pulled. And so we're going to do that here shortly.
Becker's in the chat. Becker. But wait, Cher, before I go, ask her how she says the sauce. She already know. We've already had this conversation, but
Yeah, it's got to go.
Cher.
I'm here, hon.
Ask Becker's in the chat. Ask her how she says it, because I literally have to go.
Becca,
I might be back, but like this is my first day out of the house since Monday, and I'm just trying to like be with Daryl.
I've got some little taters down here.
Becker said, "What?" Becker said, "What the frick?" I didn't say hi. I was gonna come surprise you. Yeah, you didn't say hi. You said hello. You said a full hello, not a hi. Toffees? He says toffees with her. Are you okay, Becker? Is she having a seizure?
I hope not.
No, Becker, we're not.
Here, bring me that.
No, Becker, we're not doing that. Daryl and I were just having a go at like what worship. Hold on. Say it, Becker. Hold on, Becker. Say it louder.
Worcestershire.
We were having a debate on what the
Worcestershire.
sauce. The Worcestershire in the shower sauce. So we came on because Cher was live. Or actually, okay, no. Let me get it right, and then I do have to go. Daryl was having a conniption fit in the kitchen, and he said, "Just call your mates, and ask them." My mates are y'all, not neighbors, not anybody. When he says call your mates, that means you, Becker, Beachy, and Cher. And so I click on the call, and only Cher answers, and she's like, "Yeah, where's your sister?" Whatever. And so he's like, "Oh, I love you, Cher. I love you, Cher." Da, da, da. But it's Worcestershire in the shower sauce, and Mary Jane Doe confirmed it. She literally wrote in words, Worcestershire in the shower sauce. Well, anyway, Cher was like, "Oh, I'm going live." So then here I am. So no, we're not doing that, Becker. And I do have to go, but I love y'all. If y'all are still on later, I will come back.
Yeah, check that out though. you ever seen a marigold get that big?
Where's your sister in the shower sauce?
Look at
I'll wash your sister in the shower tomorrow morning on our date, Cher.
that. You're so silly.
All right, I'll see you for coffee. I love y'all. I'll pop in the chat in a little
Wait.
bit.
Becca's coming on. Hold on.
Oh,
Here we go. Here's Becca.
What's up?
Becker,
Hey, did you see
and
the
her
zoomies that I
Becker.
put in the back chat of my geese?
I don't
My
know how to
geese's
do it. I
zoomies?
couldn't even figure out how to do this. I have
up,
no
ladies?
clue. All I know is it's wash your sister in the shower sauce. And
Uh-oh.
I'll pop back in the chat later and I'll see Cher for a coffee date in the morning. But I've got to run.
Adios.
She's running to the oven.
No,
She's
that
what?
cheese toast was actually really good. And
to the oven.
the cheese toast was on gluten-free bread because I can't have gluten no more. And that was actually really good. Anyway, Becker, you missed it all. Becker, and her
Hey,
Becker.
go look in the back chat. Go look at the video I put back there.
Our
of my
chat,
geese.
because I don't know how to do the
Yeah.
back chat here.
No, our
Okay.
chat.
All right. I love y'all. And if y'all are
Love you
on, I
too.
swear to God, I'll pop back on. I'll jump back on.
You bet.
Daryl don't mind. It's just, I ain't been out of the house since Monday. So I'm just trying to, like, get out and, you know, just also spend some time with him. But also, yeah. So it's Worcestershire in the shower sauce.
Worcestershire sauce. And I want you to look in the back chat. It's sure flipping different phone, yeah.
It's sure flipping it and playing in. Baby, do you know that song? Hold on, Daryl can actually rap.
Uh-oh.
1 second, babe.
Oh,
You know Missy Elliott. Do you know how do I tell him what that is? He's English.
It's a sure flipping fun, yeah.
No,
It's a
but
sure
how do I tell
flipping
him what's
fun,
the
yeah.
name of the song? Babe, you know that song Missy Elliott?
Thank you,
It's sure
Sherry.
flipping it and playing in. If I got a big dick, you gotta reverse it. How hard I gotta
You got to
reverse.
show how
Wait, I did
hard you
not
got
mean
to
to
work
say
it.
that.
It's sure flipping
Listen,
different
if you
fun,
got
yeah.
a big dick, you gotta something it. Find out how hard I gotta. It's sure flipping it and playing in. It's sure flipping it and playing in. You know that Missy Elliott song, baby? Do you really know it? Oh, he knows it.
Look, I added
Oh,
this in
y'all
the middle. What do you think?
I can't see it.
Okay,
You're on my
he
phone.
won't do it for us right now, but he can rap. I'm gonna get
That's
him on here to
pretty.
rap. Baby, will you rap later? Why?
We need you to
Fine.
rap now.
I'm just gonna share the videos of you I have doing it.
I
You can
totally
play
want
it.
him to rap with his accent. Oh my gosh,
No,
that would be
dude,
really
like he can actually literally rap. But he's too busy opening English biscuits right now.
English. I had regular biscuits earlier.
Oh no, these are cookies. They don't know what a biscuit is. Here, will you bring those over here? I can't have those. Why would you do that? You're
Come here, Lucy. Who's in
bringing
chat?
the
I didn't say
English
hello to
biscuits
anybody.
over
Hi,
here.
Mary Jane Doe, if you're in here.
Oh, Mary Jane Doe is right.
Aw.
I put my game down, flip it, and reversed it. It's sure flipping it and playing you. It's sure flipping it and playing you. If you got a big, let me.
A big
I find
biscuit.
out
You
how
want
hard
to
I got it.
use biscuit?
It's sure flipping it and playing.
It's sure flipping it between you. Come here, Lucy. Come here,
Wait, it
Penguin
baby.
says
waving.
Mary Jane Doe, penguin blue waving tear, penguin blue waving tear, penguin. What are you, Mary Jane Doe? Are you okay? What does that mean?
Why can't I see the chat? Can you
Penguin
see my
blue
goose?
waving, penguin blue waving tear. Is she okay?
She's
Can you see
laughing
my?
like the
Can you
emojis.
see my? Can you see my
What?
goose?
What does
Yeah.
that
This is an
mean, though?
it's an
Penguin
inverted
blue
picture. I
waving
can't see
tear,
shit.
penguin blue waving tear, penguin. Why has she got a tear? I am so confused.
They're just little emojis.
No, let me screenshot it. It literally says penguin blue waving tear, penguin blue waving tear, penguin blue waving tear.
Well, ask them. Daryl, if he knows what it means.
Baby, do you know what this means? Baby, do you know what this means?
Lucy, Willow, Lucky. Oh, the
So,
watermelon's awesome.
Mary Jane Doe, the one that said was your sister, was your she said that. Do you know what? Read off what that says. This right there. Read off that all. It's I'm not crazy. What does that say? Penguin, blue penguin.
No,
But no, read it.
I just read it.
No, read it out loud.
Penguin blue waving tear. Penguin blue waving tear.
Okay, so I'm not crazy. Okay, no. Did you hear him?
Love it. It's because you're on StreamYard or something.
So
It's like,
confused. I have no clue.
You fat rabbit.
Goddamn.
on my end, I just looks like a little blue guy waving.
Does Mary Jane Doe talk? Does she talk? I need to hear her say, "Where's your sister in the show?" Okay, but for real, I'm gonna go have an evening with my boyfriend because, like, I've tormented him for female reasons for a long time,
Okay.
and
Will you behave?
I've not been out of the house since Monday of last week, so 7 days. So I'm gonna have the evening with him, but we'll come back. I swear.
It's all good. You go eat that grilled cheese and whip
Oh,
up
no, I
some
already
Worcestershire.
ate it. I ate it. I ate it. Baby, you didn't take your shirt off. I have to treat that. I got Worcestershire
Enjoy your
first.
Worcestershire.
Okay, can you kick me? Because I don't remember how to leave.
Oh, her boyfriend?
Can somebody kick me? I don't know how to get out of here. I don't know how to get off of YouTube Live. Bye. Love y'all.
Bye. Becca, let's see the geese. I saw the chickens.
Now she wants to get the goat.
No, she doesn't want a goat, but a goat. A goat. What the fuck is a goat? A goat. She's spinning. Okay, there it goes. Stopped. Oh my gosh, it's humid as hell out here, y'all. Holy shit. My dogs are in there going, "You could have fed us before she started alive." But they ate later today, so they'll be okay for a little bit. They just love to eat. They know there's watermelon in the fridge too. I'm backstage again. Okay, let me fix it, honey. Okay, there we go. Okay, how about now? There we go. Now I can see you. There we go. Can you hear me, honey?
Yep.
There we go. On my end, it just looks like, yeah. Oh my gosh.
That was
This
a nice
humidity.
surprise.
Right? Yeah. Yeah, it was funny. She asked me how to say it. I was holding the bottle up. And I said it, and then Daryl says, "Now," he says, "Thank you." And so they
It's
were
a
disagreeing on how it said. I've
Oh,
heard a
what the
lot of
hell?
people say it different, though. I gotta admit.
I can't hear you, Sherry.
You can't hear me?
I might have to
How about
drive.
now?
Something's going on with my phone.
Is it? Hold on a minute. How about now? I have my media up pretty loud.
I can't
Sound
hear
check.
you.
Ow. Yeah, I was trying to add some hanging flowers because I can't have a bucket in the middle up there anymore because when it rains through the plant and then the dirt comes out into the pool. So I was trying to figure out how to fill in a fill off. I sat out here most of the night trying to figure out how I'm going to set up this water feature thing, and there's still a few little things that I need to do. I've got most of the things I need. I'm just trying to figure out how to like get the elevation to put the little fountain pourer, so that it's pouring down onto stuff. and I haven't quite pinned it down yet. I've almost figured it out. There's two of you on my. I got two of you in the backstage. So funny. I wonder, is it because the other window's open too? Maybe. I can't hear you. She can't hear me. Let me look at my speaker volume. Speakerphone is on. Let me check yours in back. Unmute. Now, how about now? Can you hear now? Um, Mute this one and unmute this one. Okay. I'm trying to unmute you. For some reason, it has one of you're muted on one of them, Becca. You're muted on one of the things, so that's all I can figure out so far. I'm trying to unmute this other one, and it's not letting me do it. Okay, let me do this. Remove from stage. Now, tell me if you can hear yet. Can't unmute your guests because they choose to mute themselves. Okay, so it says you have to unmute yourself, Becca. Let me go in comments and write it down. It says you're muted. I'm not sure. I don't hear Becca. Right, I don't either. That's what we're trying to... and she's saying she can't hear me. So let's go out and try coming back in. Let me remove. Okay. Now try coming back in. I'm muted because I was breathing heavy. Oh, okay. I was wondering. So if you pop back on there, we should be able to get sound. But you weren't able to hear me either, so that's what I was trying to adjust. Goodness gracious. So yeah, I feel like, yeah, there's a cucumber missing from in back. I should look back behind there and see if it fell off. Because when we were looking at it last night, there was a big long one hanging there, and I don't think it was any of these.
No, maybe the neighbor stole it.
Yeah. I mean, these are a little bit smaller ones, but that's really weird to me.
Maybe it did
There was a really long one. Will you go check and see if you can find it?
Yeah.
It was right behind the middle one. Yeah, let me try one more time. Okay, here I come. I'm coming to add to stage. I just put add to stage. Add to stage. There we go.
Hey, give me 1 second. Brian, I need to
Now I
find that.
can
Hold
hear.
on, I'm gonna mute. I'll be right back. Watch my
Okay,
chicken.
I'm watching. Okay. All right, we've got it straightened out, y'all. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that we're missing a cucumber because when we were out there yesterday, we were going to pull it. Remember that really big long one? And you said,
No.
I don't know.
So
We should pull, yeah. And we were going to wait until this morning or today to do it. And so we're not sure where it went because those are smaller ones. Those definitely aren't the. So let's go try to find it. Oh, I'm choking. Goodness gracious. All right. We're going to go look, guys. I'm very good at visually remembering everything. I'm telling you, since I'm out here every day watering stuff, I feel like someone stole that watermelon. Not watermelon. Lord have mercy. Cucumber, because it was huge. It was back here. Oh, it is. It did. It fell. It did. It fell, guys. Corey, help. It fell. The vine fell because the fruit was too heavy. Bring the scissors, honey.
Okay, that was terrible timing.
I
Like
was
he
right.
started.
I thought someone stole my really big cucumber. No, it had fallen. The vine had fallen. It was so heavy. It's so big. There's little ants crawling all over it because they don't know how to behave. Okay, my husband's not listening. All right, 1 second. I don't want to break this whole plant, but I need to take this thing out. Do you got the tub with the little cutters, or just get the cutters? They're on this side. Okay. This thing is so big, y'all. It pulled the whole branch down. That's where it went. I'm like, it disappeared. No, it didn't disappear. It just got too big. They're starting to get marks
So
on
big that
them.
you couldn't see it.
I knew it was back here. It was completely laying flat.
Hi there.
There we
I
go.
love that
All right.
black chicken. He's so cool. I
Right?
think I have another rooster.
Yep.
I'm I'm worried that these gold ones are all roosters.
Oh,
I hope not.
scissors. Got a couple we need to cut off. So when you see cucumbers that look like, where is that
Let
one?
me see.
Look at these. Look at these little bugs crawling around. I don't like that there's bugs on here. I'm gonna have to get the bug brew out and spray them. Um,
This one? Like this?
no, that guy's okay, but when they look brown, when they turn like a little brown color, where's? Yeah, there was one that I was seeing that didn't look very healthy.
Oh,
Where'd he
it
go?
looks so good, Sherry. Oh my God. Just your
Where?
greenery.
Here? I
Hi.
just saw one. Oh, well, there's one that's
Yeah, that one's a little brown. There, that little fucker.
okay. Because sometimes I didn't know, but like, yeah, pruning off some of your bottom stuff. Here, you hold it facing down into this.
Yeah.
Gotta start.
Zoom you are.
Let's cut this lower stuff off because. Oh no.
Yeah, don't do this. Can't even see.
I can
What we
barely
want to
breathe.
do
It's
is
so
not
hot
have
out
all these
here.
leaves. They're stealing all of the juice for the things. Oh, here's a brown one. There's one that ain't doing good. We've got an infestation going on. Look at the ants crawling all over.
Oh
So I'm
no.
gonna have to take care of that. I'll have to go get that bug brew and spray these leaves down. Okay, I think this one fell too. It did.
My chickens look like they're dying.
Like they're dying. Well,
Yes,
that
it's
don't sound
because
good.
it's so hot. Like it's awful. I know, guys, it's hot. It's actually cooling down, but I think it's just because they've been so hot all day. They're like all breathing with their mouth open, but I'm kind of breathing the same way out here. It's just thick.
Okay, now this sucker. Oh wow, there's three of them going on this one.
Everything goes.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay. Okay, I'm not sure how I'm gonna tie this sucker up because boy, that is really heavy. This one right here. I don't even know where to come in at unless I go up. You know what I mean?
Probably just right above him.
Should I just flip it over like this
Yeah. I don't know.
and let it rest like that for now, or try to tie it up on here and get it hooked on this right here, maybe. a whole bunch of little cucumbers trying to grow on this one. Getting bitten big time. All right, guys, we're gonna try to tie this sucker up a little bit better here because these things get wild, but it looks like we're getting some infestation going on, so I'm gonna have to work on that because we can't have that going on. No. What do we got? Oh, look at this little one there. Oh, here's a blue. Here's a bad one. This one's really trying to go off. These things can be really pokey too. These branches, these little leaves of this thing. This one has managed to attach to this one. Hmm. The sucker's attached to all sorts of stuff. Okay, so this one.
What's good? He's doing his
I don't know
natural
if I
thing.
want to go this way with it or try to get it now.
I just go straight up with him.
Straight up. Like, I already got that one going up here. So I can bring this one over here, I guess. I don't know. Trying to give it a spot to lean. Undo this.
Yeah, you don't want to pinch him.
Willow's eating the phone, trying to say hi to y'all.
Okay. Okay. Where do you want to go with this? Up? You said? Let's try to go up then. Oh my goodness. This has a mind of its own. I don't really have enough to go all the way up.
Yeah, no, you don't.
But I can go over here till it gets a little taller and then I can wrap it up.
There you go.
Actually, I'm probably supposed to
Go a little farther down with it, but yeah.
like right here.
There you go.
The biggest thing is just trying to keep these things well. I'm starting to get the spotty leaf thing, so I don't know if that's check the soil. It could use being watered when we have the water bottles in. But yeah, I don't know. I don't like the spotty leaf look. That's not a good sign.
Yeah, we know.
We'll have to see what's going on with that.
They're gonna attack Brian right now. They're on the lookout.
There's an infestation in here somewhere.
That's your daddy. Stop it.
Speaking of my leaves. This guy's slapped here. I'm trying to train him up. You know, but you can only get. There's so many different branches coming off of this thing. It's like, yeah, I don't know what's going on here. I mean, they should have plenty of water because we've got the bottles in here. So I'm not sure. And the soil's plenty damp enough. I mean, you don't want it over damp. So
Right.
I wouldn't think that's the issue. But we're gonna have to give them some medicine.
And spray him with some love.
Yeah, I got some bug glue. Boy, there's a lot of bugs on there. Because I'm trying to like straighten them up. You know, this one's not doing too bad. Well, they're on this one too. I say that and then I look. And then... Oh, Okay. That looks good. But yeah, these have some pretty sharp little pokies on their leaves. These, like, there's bugs crawling all over the things. Yeah. There we go. All right, guys. That was a mess. I'm telling you. This is so. Oh, well, we got to mow anyway, right? I'll just leave that there. Here's my big dandelion plant. I don't know. There's something over here that just eats on everything. Now, the watermelon plants seem to be doing okay. It's funny how the flowers are so similar to the cucumbers, but some of these are doing. We're getting some yellowing. That don't look. Oh, honey. Oh, you're right there. Okay. I got to use my clippers again. Right? There's always something that needs clipped.
The fuck?
I guess some dead leaf here.
Yeah, I guess the phone just went through, right?
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's still there? Sorry, guys. We fell down. I don't know. I think we're okay. It's just I'm not sure what's really. Oh, shit. Look at this. This thing is.
Hey, I gotta go to chat. I'll be back. I gotta throw my phone on the charger real quick. I'll be
Okay,
back.
hon. Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay, guys. So I'm going to be checking, but I don't know why we're getting yellow. Oh, shit. Why we're starting to look a little yellow here. Some of them are green, but we're starting to get some yellowing on there. So I need to check out. Oh, we got a green bottle. This one's empty. So we'll take this one and we'll fill it up.
Sure.
Every once in a while, I check my soil, see how it feels. It feels nice and damp still. We've got some hay in here to kind of help keep things moist. But yeah, so I'm not sure what is going on back yet.
Just drop that on the ground.
All right, guys. So we've got a couple things clipped. I got to pull the rest of these potatoes for sure. Need to harvest them. I'm gonna have to get my gloves on though, so we can move these out because they're pretty much dead. And so when they're dead, all the energy is going underneath. I did pull one up earlier, and it didn't have very many potatoes under it. So this was our attempt to do it in totes. We put lots of holes in it, but I don't think it's as good as this version, which is the laundry basket, which has natural holes all the way around it. So you have air flow all the way around. And what's in here that's grown very fast is regular potatoes. Now they take 90 to 120 days to develop, guys. And so, yeah, so there's that. But we got a little late start on these. We're hoping that it won't make a difference. But what I did was this, it's basically kind of like you build it with hay and soil together. And so down in this layer, you can see down in here, I got soil. So hay, soil, and I did it all the way up. In the middle of this, on each side, I planted a potato too, so they can grow out on the sides. And then I did the one single one on the front. Now, some of these from down under might be from the ones down there. They very well could be because of where they're located. They could have grown all the way through by now. So these look decent, but yeah, everything looks really yellow. Does that mean they're too moist or what? No, is that one okay? Here.
I'm just not used to trying to flip them in there like you are.
Okay. A lot harder now than it used to be.
Right.
Everything's kind of hanging out everywhere.
We have half the bottles.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it goes down in there good. Wait, this one? Yeah, it's just rounded round because I've got this down in here. So, one on here.
Look at ADB.
Itty bitty one. You got a mini. It's just crazy because in between trying to track everything over, you got to keep changing the position of where you've got them roped up. So what we're doing is we're doing some vertically. I got some watermelon cradles coming because that's just sitting in the water.
Yeah.
And that should help. Right now I'm using paper plates. I don't advise that, but we got some hammocks coming. And so the ones that are up here, this guy right here can be in a hammock and the vine won't be stressed so bad because it really stresses them. They're really heavy. That's why that cucumber collapsed over there. I need to add my other tier to my cucumber thing too. We took it down when we first started because they couldn't reach onto anything. And I am sweating so bad, y'all. I'm not even lying. I feel like I'm in a sauna, just moving around. Okay, so I'm gonna come back over here. I'm gonna get some paper towels and wipe the sweat off me. And it really your leaves yellowing can mean fungi, or it can mean basically. So here we go. So we could have let these ones go a little longer, for sure. But you just try and you figure out what stage. We've had this is our fourth one that's gotten big, but I don't like it how they're scored like that. So I don't know if that's I don't either. I had some trouble with my cucumbers last year doing that. I'm trying to figure it out. It could mean there's too much of something or not enough, but right now I'm using a 1010 organic professional grade fertilizer. You basically take a teaspoon, mix it in with a gallon of water, and water normal. Um, that's the only thing I've given them in the last couple weeks. Both plants, all of them actually, and that shouldn't have done anything to them because you know. But they do recommend. Let me get back over to my phone as I'm talking from a distance. They do recommend that you use um, basically rainwater. If you're going to use chlorinated water, they recommend you basically take your water and let it sit overnight, and then when you're letting it sit, it'll kind of dissipate some of the chlorine in it, and then mix it up. And so that's something I need to start to remember to do. Or if we get a little bit more rain, our rain barrel's not very full of rain because when you first start it, you have to put regular water in it just to like weight it down. And so yeah, we haven't had like if we would have had it there like since May, we would have it would have been halfway full, I'm sure. But yeah, so that was interesting. So yeah, we had a couple visitors come on, and we've had Worcestershire pronunciations, ducks and geese volume um, issues, and yeah, interesting guys. Interesting Sunday, right? But yeah, so every time things start to look a little peaked, I get a little concerned, and so then I go and start, researching. And really, the only things that really cause anything like any kind of yellowing of your leaves is fungi infections or like over or under watering. Now we've had a lot of rain, and I have the soil that I'm using is the soil moisture control, so it helps with balance out that when you get a lot of rain, so that it's not just staying drenched. Um, Another thing that helps with that also is like when you use hay and different stuff in your soil layers, it helps to kind of maintain moisture when you need it, but it also helps to kind of like keep it from soaking and saturating your roots. So the one thing I wish I would have done in all of these beds and stuff is put rock down, because rocks will really help um, keep the water away from your roots. So, um, and I don't know if it's because I feel like the grow bags are big enough. I checked the soil depth, and it said for cucumbers 12 to 14 inches of soil. So when I started them, I had a little bit. I'd say I had about maybe 10 inches, and then we added on as the plants got bigger, and so I got But yeah. So I tried this trick not too long ago, and it really did take off. The cucumbers really took off. So you take a garlic clove, a little small fresh garlic clove, and you score the bottom of it, not the top, but the bottom. And there is, and I'll never remember the name of it, but there's what am I looking for? It's not an ingredient, but there is a chemical that's in the garlic that will go down into the roots and run up into your plant and cure fungi diseases and stuff like that. And it's been a minute. What I didn't realize when I first did it was once the garlic, like 2 weeks in, you want to change it every 2 to 3 weeks. And I had forgotten it and it started looking rough. So I got it out of there, but I'll probably put it back on because I'm going to tell you when it was in there, I didn't have any bugs on the plants. So we need 3 garlic, 4 because of the other one. So I'm going to have to get some garlic and try that again because when I took it out, I forgot to replace it because life gets crazy. And yeah, all right. And now I feel like I just took a sauna shower. How was it lit? You got lighter. Okay. So that was interesting, guys. I got to get some gloves on, and then I'm going to go try to check those totes and see how we did on potatoes. I'm going to be bummed if they just grew at the top and didn't grow through because those are pretty deep and that was a lot of soil we used. But also when we first did those, we were kind of in a hurry and we didn't have hay then. So I couldn't put the hay layers in, which really helps with potatoes. It just really does. It helps the soil keep from getting compressed from rain and then just, you know what I mean? So I have a feeling that we're going to have a lot better luck on potatoes with the basket version. And the hamper back there has sweet potato slip in it. I have another 2 of them else that should be about rooted, so I should actually be bringing those out in a minute, and I should go put those in real quick because we're getting a really late start on that. As Tiff was talking about in the beginning of the live, last year I had my sweet potatoes, so I'm growing. Well, I'll take you guys and show you here. So I had done the one in water again, and aquaponically, it grew all sorts of arms on it as wild, and but it got stuck in the pot that I put it in. And so I just cut it all down yesterday because, yeah, so here is my sweet potato plant. There's 2 sweet potatoes in here. One there. And they're just beautiful. Look at them. Now, I keep this protected. This was always up on the porch or, in somewhere where it's protected from sun and wind and all that stuff. So it does pretty good. But each one of these, you cut them off, and it's all sweet potato slips. All of them. There's another one that's going bad. Anyway, so that is what you use to plant, and what you do is you put them in water. You put them in water until they get a root, which only takes a very short time. This one I'm taking off because it's burnt. I don't know what happened to it. So like, let me give you an example. Okay, let's look at this one. So you see how there's these little tiny pieces right here, these little poppers. So each one of these, as long as there's one of those on there, it's a sweet potato slip. So you cut it. You don't need all the leaves on it. You just need the bottom part. And then you take that, and it probably takes a few days. Hey, we need to get the blower again because this stuff got blown all up in there again. And you take that, and you basically use it to get your root system started on your sweet potato slip, and then you can plant it right in the soil. And of course, with any potatoes, they recommend you using looser soil. I'll show you where I got them. We'll go get I got 2. I had 2 slips. I think I'm down to 1 because I didn't like the other one, the way the other one looked. But okay. So this is one right here that I stuck in there. But the way that this is this is a hamper full, and it's got, I believe I put hay in the bottom of the hamper just to kind of like hold it in because we use newspaper to keep the dirt from falling out the sides, but it can still breathe. And so this bad boy should produce, we should get a lot of sweet potatoes. It's pretty big. And I watched a guy do this and he suggested it. So once we get these 2 pulled, then I'm going to kind of maneuver some things around and get the 2 potatoes left. This one had one in it too, one of these plants. I only got 3 potatoes out of it. It didn't go well. So I have all this extra dirt that I can use this grow bag. I could try to stick some in there too and see what happens. Whatever. Because I need to extend the watermelon area over so that I can let these vines go out. Because the more the vine goes out, then you get watermelons all along them. So I'm kind of going to be doing like a 2-way, some vertical, some this way, so they're not getting strained. And believe it or not, however the birds managed to get all of the stuff, what do you call it when they? I can't think of the word I'm gonna try and say, guys. When they pollinate stuff, I know they pollinate plants, but I didn't know they could pollinate a potato plant from over here up into a hanging basket that I was trying to do strawberries in. So far I've pulled a couple of these and they've had like 3 little tiny potatoes, which is kind of funny. Now see, even these got me confused because look, see how they have like all these little yellow dots, and I don't know what's going on with that. But one thing you also can plant with your potato plants is basil. There's different things that, like, so in this one I planted cilantro and thyme in with these potatoes. That's why you have all that, growing right there alongside that. But yeah, I think I am going to come out and we got a whole ant colony down there. I think you guys. Hey, honey, do we still have some ant killer and stuff? Because obviously we've got an ant colony that's growing up underneath the pallets. You hear me? And that's why there's such an infestation of ants all up around all that. I could just sit there and see them coming up through the pallets, and they're all over back there. We need to spray under there, get them out of there.
Try to spray until they go to the neighbors.
Yeah, right. Because I'm like really tired of those things inundating my garden every year. Now, this year is worse than last year. I don't know why. You know what I mean? Last year, I'll never forget when I first started spraying something. My watermelons got attacked by all sorts of bugs, and so I bought this bug stuff. It was Nim's oil, and I used that. And I tell you, when I sprayed that stuff, y'all, every kind of insect I've ever seen in my fucking life came out of that. The grow bags. Because last year I did the watermelon on the other side, and had the cucumbers on the other side, and I switched them out this time because of their growing needs. So I don't know. It's really bad. There's a lot of it, and that's when I start seeing problems with my plants, is when they get over infested with stuff. So we're gonna have to go and take care of that. And yeah, because I can't have all that. I've worked my butt off trying to get this stuff because as I said earlier in the year, I didn't just plant once. We started with the indoor greenhouse. I had everything in trays. I had stuff started because I wanted to get a head start. Well, from now on, I'm not ever doing that again unless there's something special I'm growing, because I'm just going to literally plant the stuff in the spring. That's spring crop. That's okay for it to be still chilly out and stuff. I'm going to plant those kinds of the food like that, which I've got down now, which is which. And then you have your summer harvest, so like your May stuff, May, June stuff, which, that stuff can handle the heat, can handle the sudden like increase in temperature. And then you have what they call a fall harvest, or stuff that you plant in like August, September, which 2 of them is lettuce, all your different lettuces, and then your carrots, because they don't do as well. They won't even, like, my carrots wouldn't even seed, you guys. They literally stayed dormant for the longest time. And then finally, when it was the month that they're actually supposed to be planted, boom, they just took off. So it's interesting. So I'm trying to learn, because every single plant literally has to be treated completely different. Like every single thing about it. Watering, at least the watering is pretty simple this year because I'm using Ola, which is, so it's like clay little steak pot things. They call them Ola pots. And you don't necessarily have to have the water bottles on top. I just choose to do that because that way, if I don't get out and water, there's plenty of water in there. But you can just fill the bottom of the steak up. Some of them come where they have a closed lid on top. The ones that I got have the steaks, and then they have, like, if you put the bottles on, it closes them off. But I kind of, in a way, kind of wished I would have gotten like just the bigger ones that have the little lids. Either way, I didn't think I'd be able to get anything that big down in my small space, the small spaces that everything's planted in. So like if I do plant in the ground eventually, which I'm planning to do, maybe try next year, I'm going to do raised bed. I will do like the bigger Olapods that have the lids instead of the water bottles on top. But I was doing them in smaller spots, so I don't know. And my tomato plants, they look kind of rough too. I don't know. I think it's just been the summer. I think the summer has just been hard on the plants. So much heat, so much water, like just such drastic temperatures we've had. And I think that's why I'm having a lot of struggle. And it's hard. It's hard to keep the flowers alive, the food alive, the fountains filled. I'm trying to get all these things I need to get this waterfall feature in the front done. And I started on it yesterday. I started getting like rocks placed, kind of getting an idea of what I want to do. We're going to attempt to try to, at least I want to make sure that the whole thing works, period. But we're going to have to figure out a way to, like, for a permanent way to set it, kind of what I want to do. I'll show you my plan here. It's just, what I kind of need is something to set in here that would be flat, like right about in here. And then I can put my little spillway thing up here to run down into here where I'm gonna have rocks down here too. And then so it's gonna be like a 2-layer. So I'm gonna have a fountain up here. It's a small one. It'll be a fountain going up here. This has like holes around the bird bath, so the water will drain through and onto this. And then down here, I was gonna have the waterfall feature where the waterfall is falling down into here, into the spillway. Trust me, I've thought of all different things. I'm like, well, what if I could have just dug this up and kind of set this down in a little ways and then had the rocks around it and then did a waterfall thing type thing like that. Because really I need like rocks stacked up around and then it to run down in. So I'm going to keep monkeying with it and try to figure it out. But I've got, these are landscape rocks. We need a few more of them. And then I also need, I've got some small Mexican landscape rock coming that are cleaned and polished for like the smaller parts. And then I have some planters that I was going to use in there to like use for lifting, like for putting rocks on or bouncing things up. I wasn't sure. I was going to use one of them to stick the motor down inside of, because it has like little silicone things to stick, but it's not going to stick to the bottom of this metal tub. So there's that. We've got the solar panel set up over here for the fountains right there. But I need to get this finished and get it out. So we need to put water in and then get the fountain going. And then I have some LED light there that will light this water feed up. So yeah, that's the plan. That's what we're working on. Originally I had gotten this bird bath because it has the wavy edges, and I was thinking of having that. I did have it actually over there at one point, and I was going to set it, and then it's just not as tall as I thought it was going to be, and I was going to try to figure out a way to put that other one like right here and then have it spilling over, but it just couldn't get it to work like that. And so I put this back over here. Now if I can figure out a way to implement this up there somewhere, somehow I might. I'm just still working on it, and I wanted you guys to kind of be part of it and help me. I'm not sure that we're going to get through it tonight. What I was thinking of doing, though, at least, is trying to get like get the water in the tub, get some rocks in there, and then kind of go from there, see what I need after that. But I feel like I need to put like bigger like landscape rocks, maybe like down in the tub, like the bigger rocks, kind of build them up the back of it a bit, stack them, right? And then I was going to take this. Well, there's one right there, but I got one of these. Do my funkies. And I was going to kind of like hang that so that you didn't see the pole. So I got to get this all loosened up, but just to kind of hide that pole there, because, so it doesn't look like a pole there until I figure out what I can do as far as like getting more rocks. We need a few bit bigger ones. Not huge, but ones that I can stack stuff on. Oh no, some flowers came off. Honey, can you fix it? Let me figure out where it came off. They just get right back on, but oh, I hate it the way they crumble. You know what they need to do, you guys? Look at the size of this box. Okay, let's just talk about this. Okay, we're gonna look at this now. Look at this box. See this box? Okay, see how skinny that is? There was 2 of those in this little box. Now, if they wouldn't crumble stuff up and smash it down and figure out a better way to send it, things wouldn't look so bad. Here's the other one right here. Got it in the middle here. Because what I'm trying to do is I have problems with this one being in the middle. Doesn't do well. Oh, we need some water over here in aisle 5. Shit. That needs watered. Bad. Yeah, they all do. Okay. The flowers need some water. They really do. They really, really do. It's exhausting trying to keep all this stuff alive. I don't mind with the food, but the flowers kind of exhaust me sometimes because I just feel like I can never get them to do everything to just do well. You know, I'm just trying to find something to kind of fill this middle space in. So I was trying to find a way to kind of feed this thing in there, but the wind loves to fuck everything up. So I can't push this down in here too far because then yeah. But I think it'll eventually relax and it'll look pretty decent. I mean, it does look funny because it's up here with real flowers. So that's why I try not to put anything fake in my. Sorry, guys, I dropped you. I try not to put fake stuff in my, with my real flowers usually. But I'm just trying to fill this spot in. I really am. Just trying. Okay. Yeah, we need some water over here. These aren't doing very good. My husband is no, not frantically, but seriously over there staring that down. These are a really pretty flower, guys. Absolutely love this plant. And it's done good that since I put it in this pot. But it's like a candy one, and it's got like little pieces, little buds, and look like little candies. Now this one was a little bigger than this one, and that one I had a vase, this big old pot to put it in right away. This one I got later, which matches the ones up front, so it may end up there. But it's starting to do better. It's starting to fill out a little bit. I put one of these little guys in with it, and as you can see, I don't know how it's doing. We got some new growth down there, so not too bad. Here's a fresh little guy right there. But yeah. And the marigolds, well, they're doing what they can. Like I said, these buckets, they're not real happy with those. But that's what we've got. Yeah, so marigolds, they kind of do better. Like this one, for instance, is in a pretty. Now, it's not in a deep pot, but it's in a long one, so like the roots can actually go around too this way. If they don't have depth, this is obviously got to come off because the rain has been beating my beautiful flowers up. And these, have most of the time are on the table underneath the umbrella or something, so they get sun and shade, but that's why they look so much healthier because, yeah, and it's fuller. Now back there in the barrel, I showed you guys what I did with all of my plants that I weren't doing good in other places. I put them all in one barrel, and that is the biggest marigold back there I've ever seen in my damn life. It is so freaking huge. It looks like it's on steroids. It's so big. Wow, this one's crazy. My phone just keeps on doing weird stuff. Yeah, I guess it takes. Oh, looks like there's one missing there. Maybe that's where it was. But yeah, these are. If they wouldn't have them just stuffed in like plastic and all wrapped up like that, I think they'd look pretty decent. You know what I mean? Like I feel like they'd look better.
Yeah.
We can go try to see if I can figure out a way to. This one might not be the right shape for what I'm trying to do up here, and it probably isn't. More or less, I was thinking like some vine that could wrap around this because this is kind of too big for this area. You know what I mean? Like, how am I supposed to wrap? This isn't going to be able to be wrapped around anything. So this will not work for that. But I was thinking of getting like a vine and wrapping it around this whole thing. You know what I mean? Just wrap it around the pole. That way you don't see the pole at all. And then that'll kind of hide that, because I'm not going to be able to get rocks to stack that far up. You know what I mean? I just need to stack them up high enough to where I can put this little spillway piece in. Yeah, this for up there, I'm going to have to get like a vine type thing that I can wrap around that somehow. You know, because this is like meant to go into a pot or something different. So we will find a home for this one. Just going to let it sit up here and hang out. I usually don't do the big flowers, like I said. And here's the pots that I bought to do the water feature up front too. So these are supposed to be, I'm going to try to figure out a way to work it in. They have like an opening like that. I was going to put the little motor down in there so that it'll hopefully stick to this better than the other stuff, because the metal tub it ain't having it. I had already tried sticking it in there and it wasn't going to do anything. You can throw that away if you want. I need to bucket this out. It's time to change the water in the fountain over here. We should take that out and like spray the motor out, clean it off, and then if you get me the little bucket, I can bucket it out and look at that and help fill that other one back there. Oh yeah, it's all good. Last time I just used this thing. Yeah. You want to go clean all that? Here. Sorry guys, I'm bucketing out now some green water. Revamp. Forgot to put my anti. What do you call it? I noticed one thing this year. We must have a lot more pollution this year. You know why? All of our fountains, all the water is getting so algaed up. Just bad. Like, you never use that kind of stuff. All this stuff has to be scrubbed. Here, start with this. This pile. Yeah, so usually we can wait a couple weeks between fountains and like trying to do stuff like that. Like right now, the pool, what we've been doing is putting copper in it to help with algae, and that's been helping. Can you open the other door? Oh shit, look at that water. It's like running all the way through and down the whole fucking driveway. What the hell?
That's the ground's already saturated, so.
Well, I guess, sorry. I guess I should have done that over in the rocks. We mowed, you guys. I did a bunch of stuff. I think was it last Sunday? I need more paper towels. I've drenched every one of these. Go put this in the house real quick. So yeah. So the algae stuff last year, I did not see much algae. Every couple days, the rear fountain, little bird bath, it's in the big barrel of plants. I kind of wished I would have placed that in the middle of that barrel and planted the plants around it. The way that it was sitting, when the bottom broke off of it, I just kind of set it like that. Hey, pick up.
Yep.
The dogs are mad as hell. They don't like it when the outside door's shut because they feel even more closed off from us. Usually I can sit out here and do all sorts of stuff all day and work on shit, and they can see me and they can hear me, and so they just chill. We'll put that relaxing dog music on. That really helps. They really like that. I don't know if any of you guys have Alexa or Google, whatever, Dot, whatever those things are. But I always do that when we go somewhere or if I'm outside away from the dogs, and they really like it. They really enjoy listening to the music, and I had it on pretty much most of the day yesterday, and they were doing pretty good. They were like, it seemed like they were chill. They were chill. Okay. There's Joe Box. Okay. Holy smacks. Yeah, right here's doing all right. He's trying. Where's that other water at? So I can water some stuff. I gotta water those crazy plants over there. They're really dry. Really dry. We're going on an adventure, y'all. To the backyard. You're like, if you want to call it that, yeah, I know, right? Okie dokie. Get the hosey mosey. Okay. Don't do it on that. No, stop. That's on the one that fills the bottles. Here, let me have this.
Can I just
Yeah.
do it? You just
Okay. Turn it on the one that's the power wash one. Not that one either. It's the one right there. There you go. It works perfect. It's like a power washer. Setting on the hose, guys. It's pretty cool. Oh, he wants to be the one to spray it out. I can't dump it with him, so we'll let him dump. You're funny. One more time. Don't tip it over. It gets down in those, around the edges, down the bottom. That's where it's, I don't know. We stuck some copper in this, but I don't think it was pure copper, and it didn't really work. Yeah, I got some little tablet things that you put in the water for fountains and water features, and sometimes I forget, and I did last time. Oops. So that's what happened. Okay, that's good. Now, this is next. Next one. And then we have to fill this up and carry it up like part of the way, guys. It's interesting. I use that to hold my thing in place, but I might actually switch to one of those blue pots instead. It'd probably do better. It's taller, bigger. Staying there. Oh, all right. Gotta set the phone down. 1 second. Got to get to my hand for a second. Yeah, I know. It's like that, and that algae just makes all of it look funny. My little lotus suits, whatever you want to call them, water lilies, they call them. No, I got it sitting down. Hey, can't hold it. Quiet. Careful, honey.
yeah.
So we just take this and spray the bottom of the fountain out. They have like little little motors down there, with little filters in them. Okay. So we got to put water in that.
Yeah. Well,
There's still junk in it. Yeah, there is probably. Yeah, it's still a little green. It's down in the edges. That's the crazy thing about it. I think we should be clear now.
yeah, it's
Are we algae free yet?
right.
Okay, guys. Tell you what, water features are fun, but I'm telling you, trying to keep them up is interesting. We're like, get this about half full, and then we'll bucket the rest over because, you don't want to strain. These handles aren't, necessarily built for a bunch of heavy water. These are like beer and water pop cooler things that you put on your patio. And so I'm just using one of them as a water feature. Still got to get that side right there slightly tilted. We got to lift it. The other thing on my, is that enough for you to carry for now? All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just make sure the bottle cap's to the front.
Yeah, we know it's not.
There's no grass under there. All right, guys. We're filling her up. The red bucket. Telling you, I am warm, and I'm just so annoyed with trying to figure out. I'll tell you what we did over here earlier. I know it's kind of crazy, but we've got cinder blocks all the way along back here because all this stuff keeps getting sucked in and out, in and out, in and out, and I'm tired of it. So we've got this here now. We're trying, because what we're going to do is actually take out these old ones, and we're going to redo it with these. That way we can plant on the tops of these. We need a 12-inch one for this space right here because this one wouldn't fit, so we turned it sideways, but we're going to straighten that out. But yeah. And then I did some research, and it said, too, if you're going to hook these to a paver, to bury them down in the ground a little bit and then get some rebar and wrap it around the footing and then have it set in the ground, and that'll help keep this thing from going airborne. Because since we have such crazy storms. Okay. So we're going back. I got the little bucket, which I absolutely love, my little tiny bucket. Oh, I have an itty bitty mini one that I used in my coffee bar. It's adorable, you guys. It really is. Okay. Yeah, I wonder if I couldn't get away putting one of these in there. On this one. This way I'll be able to actually have it up higher. Maybe a little bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just decided to change pot real quick. Let me see if it'll work. Yeah, we just got to get it over the top of the rim, and then it'll be fine. Okay. I gotta get some more of these. I got some of these little water lily things, guys. And the only thing I'm disappointed in is the fact that for some reason they didn't come in very many colors, guys. It's disturbing almost. So it was a pack of 10, and so these three are this color. And then there's a purple one. I got two pink ones up here. I got them in the bird bath. I mean, I guess I could take them out and put them over here so that they're actually, you know what I mean, part of it. But they're really small ones. The bigger ones that I put in the pool over here are almost all white. I'm disappointed. See, there's like off-white and white, but it's mostly white ones. And then one purple. I'd rather have some more colors, you know what I mean? Just not white. White only. Okay. Yeah, so we have some copper down in there. And that's what we've been using in this to keep the algae out of it. It's been working. Okay. There you go. Now, one thing I'm going to change for over here is I'm going to get this. My marigolds have not been doing good in this pot at all. So, and it's an old pot I used. I got flowers in last year, so I'm going to try to. Okay. That's good, because I think that might probably the most water it's ever had in it before.
Right.
Okay, let me set you guys down for a sec. I know. Yeah, this one. I don't know. Kind of cloudy out too, but I don't know. Kind of crazy. I don't know if it'll work in that one, but but there's plenty of water going up underneath it. Stuff, you know what I mean? Let's see what it does. Wet. Okay, here we go, guys. So I had this little bucket in there, and it was sitting in it, but this brings it up a little higher. It's a little taller pot, so we're gonna see if that works. Plus, that one has plenty of holes in the bottom, where this one has just the one. So we'll see if that doesn't work really well. Yeah, we'll see. Right now, it's not going to go too crazy. Now, last night I was really worried about this one because it's my newest one, and ever since I got it, it stays on the longest. All of them do, right? All night, half the night, it's on the light show and everything at night. Last night, this was going a little bit, but no light show, and it was sunny yesterday. We didn't have clouds. Can you go get me some paper towels, please? I'm sweating so bad. I can't stop sweating. Well, I'm wet and I'm sweating, so it's all of those things together. Well, it's stuck with your water thing. I can't water none of that stuff with this because there'd be too much water being poured in at once. I learned my lesson. Something and like I had to hold the bucket and it just I don't know. It's all of a sudden a lot of water went in. I was like, oh, MG. I think these baby organic potatoes, guys, have been done for a minute. Those plants have been kind of dying off for a little bit, and it's crazy. Just leave the door open, honey. A little bit, anyway. Holy smacks. I wonder if anybody's looking for that. Oh, it's not even, it's just a lighter leash. It's not even somebody's keys.
Well, there's a key fob thing on it.
Oh.
There's some kind of a
All right, guys, relax. I don't know. That one does, the water will probably just come spraying out of it. So I'll probably have to, like, during the day, just take the little extra fountain thing off. But that's as full as I've ever seen it. It's full as hell, guys. Full as hell. So yeah, we've had a couple of my close friends that came on the panel earlier and said hi, and we had a couple funny conversations and some chicken and geese viewing. But if anybody else is out there and wants to chit chat, talk about fountains, gardens, or anything of the sort, or anything else, you're welcome to pop up. I'll probably be on here for about another 20 minutes. So see who comes back in and go from there. Let people get dinner ate. Although it's almost 8 o'clock here. And so I would imagine most of us have already eaten dinner. We kind of don't eat on any kind of sort of schedule when we don't have the youngins here. We kind of eat whatever, whenever. We had a late, like, breakfast, lunch type dealio earlier with some sausage biscuits, but I don't think either one of us really cared for the sausage, so we won't be getting that kind again. It was different. Yeah, you really can't mix the two together, you guys. The more I look at the fake flowers with the real ones, I don't like the difference, but it's whatever. Yeah, let them fan out. I don't know. Otherwise, actually, what we had problems with is last year I had got some ivy and put it around the pool, and it looked really neat. The problem is the wind took the shit out of it. Every single time it was windy, it was blowing away. I got it anchored down at one point with rocks. It just didn't work out at all. And I hats off to anybody that can design some artificial, like, I don't know, ivy or any flowers or anything that actually that can handle weather. Because I mean, when you got that stuff out there, you can't just keep doing it. I just ate I just eat whenever I'm hungry. Right, exactly. It doesn't have to be a planned event. It can be a whenever it is you want it event. Now I'm like, I feel like it's been the heat though. The heat and then the moisture, the two back and forth. That's why the plants are looking a little crazy. I hope. I pray that's it. But yeah, are we out of ant killer and stuff like that? Or what? Are we out of the juice? No. Okay. Because we definitely need to go up underneath those pallets down around those areas. You know? I don't know where else they'll go, but hopefully they find a new place. I don't care if they're on the ground, I just don't want them in my plants. They're like all over every leaf. I don't know what they think they're doing there. But I got this bug brew. Get it, show you guys. And I'm going to try it. We're gonna see. And then I have my which is probably no good now because it's been out in the heat. I'll probably have to remix it, baking soda and water, which also helps with bugs as well. Captain Jack's Bug Brew. Ready to use. And so use on fruits, vegetables, berries, citrus, grapes, nuts, and ornamentals. Doesn't say anything about ants, but yeah. So we need to I need to get some gloves on him to go harvest some potatoes. Because we're going to have some really stupid weather. As you can see, it looks kind of crazy out here, like it's going to rain again. But we've had some interesting storms. The last time me and my daughter were outside holding on to the gazebo because even with it screwed down onto those pavers, still plenty of wind to lift it up and down and move it around. So we've got the cinder blocks around where the legs sit to kind of keep them in place better so that it's not sliding around. Hopefully that'll help. At least till we can get it set down on the ground a little bit, which is what they recommend if it's on grass. And as far as like trying to level that thing out, it's a fucking nightmare. Hey, when you go back to the shed, grab me the blower, please. I gotta blow the gazebo out again because it was windy earlier, and so the curtain was flapping on the bottom, and it was grabbing some of that topsoil that I used to fill in over there because it was like the ground was like sinking over there. That's why I did the rock bed where I did. I'll show you guys what's going on over here. Okay, so right along here, this whole area was just filled with water. There was no grass. It was just it was dirt. We had a lot of stuff on here that killed all the grass away. And so we put a bunch of topsoil, filled all that in. Then we added rocks, did a rock garden. And I added some right through here, as you can see, to bring that leg up. And now when the curtain and it's windy, it's flopping out because that's lifted up so the screen's not down where it was on the ground level. And so I was thinking about running another row of these right through here just to keep that from happening. It might look a little weird, but it'll help with the problem I'm having. But yeah, it stays a good, I'd say 20 degrees cooler inside here at any given time. I still haven't got this completely set up because really what I'm running into now is a problem with the ground is just unlevel. It's like low here, higher over there. It's awkward. And the only thing we can really do to fix it is build a flat deck out here and then set this, over top of it. And that's what we'll have to do. So that's the plan eventually here. But yeah, you gotta love the fish. This fountain just goes and goes and goes. It's one of my favorites, though. The birds love this. They usually land like right here, get their little shower going on, dip down, get some water, and take off. It's pretty interesting. But yeah, so hopefully tonight my flower will come on because I don't want to have to send the thing back again. So I don't know. We'll see. It's doing all right. As long as there's plenty of water exchange that's surrounded by water, so it's getting plenty of, yeah. But it helps keep it in place. Now, it did come with the little pieces you can stick on there, but this is pretty wide, and I think it looks better this way with how the thing's all on each side. You just use a pot. You can also like put rocks in a pot and set it in there with that, and that helps too. It helps weight this down. So I might eventually get some like little white rocks or something and stick down in there. But yeah. Okay. Well, shit, guys. This fern is doing all right. I had this thing in a bucket and it didn't do good in that. And then I took it out of that and I put it in, found this pot and put it in this one. I got to get some water. I've got water in that bucket. I just got to pour it into that one of those juice bottles so that I can water those buckets over there because they're dry. Dry. All right, Milo, you want to come outside with me? Put the dog in the pool and let him swim around. He's like, yeah, looks so fun in there. I know, right, Mary Jane Doe? It is. It is nice and cool in there. I wish we would have got more of it prepared earlier in the summer, before the kiddos had to go back. But by the time we had the other one up temporarily, and then, like I said, a few days later, it came. The new gazebo came, and then we got it put up, and yeah. So there's always something going on. And so by the time I got it all decked out and situated, yeah, everybody was already gone, and most of the family isn't hanging out as much now. We did most of the summer for 2 months, and now everybody's kind of doing their own thing. And so hopefully we'll have some good times with it still. But me and Corey can go in there, and I can go in there and do lives if it's in the daytime and it's hot and dogs are barking inside it. At least gives me a nice, cool place to chill out. I want to get a palm tree to put in there. It's really neat on Amazon. The coconuts light up on it and everything. You can have it outside, have it inside, whatever. And I thought about, because I can, stake it down right inside there. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do, because that one side, you can't put anything on it because it's kind of going uphill. So it's kind of loop-de-loo, but there's like no other place that we can put it. It would be even more susceptible to the wind. If we didn't have the rock garden along the house, our original plan was to have it up against the house more and behind the box, and that way it wouldn't be catching wind as bad, and that would have really helped keep it from moving around. But we don't have that option because that is way too much stuff to fight against, so we're just going to keep it there. I don't know. And I think what we're going to do, you guys, I got this idea. I've been wanting to do this all summer, but we just haven't gotten around. Hey, honey, will you turn this one cinder block around? Or is it marked on both sides? No, this side is open. I want to put dirt. You put dirt in here and you plant in these. These are perfect planters. I'm going to sit down for a minute and turn this around, guys. Oh, wow, this is fucking heavy. For Bigfoot, it's not heavy. For me, it is. Okay, there. See, it has these little spots in them. I don't know why they do, but they do. But yeah, what you do is you put some cardboard down underneath these, right, to keep the weeds out, the grass. Fill them full of dirt, and I was going to plant lavender in these because it's an insect repellent, and do it on these corners on each side of the gazebo, guys. Now these can be painted too, and they look a lot better. And maybe that's something we'll do in the future. But for now, we're doing this. But they would look better if I painted them. It's just a lot of money for paint, and they would take a lot probably. But maybe I'll end up doing that and deciding that's a fun thing to do. But I thought there's a place for 4 lavender plants on each corner, and that would really help with mosquitoes and all that. And then I wanted to do some up here along the patio, right over there, like where we sit, like where the board is, along there, and then a few right here, and that would really help here too with our mosquito problem. But yeah, we have this rock area back here where these hostas are kind of hiding back in here, and this stuff, this ground cover is pretty much taking it over. But the plan is here to add more rock and then use cinder blocks around this instead of this this old cement landscaping stuff, because it's not doing very good and it's old. And plus, I want to have the rocks go all the way. So we're going to put cinder blocks around under here by the box right here, and then let the rest of this be filled in with rock and take that off. We'll probably leave that top curve on there and just start the blocks back here. Or we're going to open it up on the curve and just fill it up with rock, and we'll put the blocks up there. But either way, we're going to fill that up because I'm trying to keep water from going under there. That's why I have them going around the back of the box, right? And then up the side of it. When it rains, it's low-lying, so this fills with water, but I'm trying to keep the water out from underneath there. So that's that. That's the story of that. And if you do have outside stuff, I recommend, because we have a refrigerator inside here, and we have other things plugged in that run a box over there. These outdoor electric boxes, they protect your stuff. Everything's waterproof. Cords come out the bottom. Very, very, very nice. And then I got a secondary one because I wanted, I'm trying to say, so the extension cord that runs this is plugged into, is completely buried under the grass at this point, but it's down there. It's going in over there, plugged in. And the funny thing is you can't even see it. I don't even know how to explain why you can't see it, but you can't. So it's buried. And then this guy right here is waterproof. It doesn't have a see-through door, but I have the lights plugged into it and the fountain are plugged into this. So these two run off of this. And then that one has its own, and then we can plug in. So I have an extension cord that's plugged into there that's going into the gazebo, which you can see right down there is hanging underneath the other cooler stand. And that way people can plug in stuff, phones and different things in here as well. So there's that. That's what we got going on. And when it rains, we put this down over the front of this to keep the refrigerator from getting wet. We still haven't finished building the outdoor kitchen the way we want to do it, because I have a different grill I'm going to get. I'm going to set it up, have countertop on each side, grill in the middle, and then build it up, and then we're going to do a patio awning over the top of this whole area right through here. Let me stand back. So we're working on siding, and as we're doing the siding and the roof, when we get to this area and get past it for the siding, then we'll be able to put the covered patio on. That'll just make it really nice. Then when we're out here cooking, we're not getting cooked to death while we're cooking. Are you getting cooked while you're cooking? Yeah. Right, guys. Show on stage. I don't have any more to cook for you. I know, right? Oh yeah, we were gonna get a meat bundle today. Shoot. Yeah. Can you bring me a bottle of one of the small juice bottles? Because I'm gonna pour. Yeah, because I'm gonna water those buckets. They look like they need it. I'm gonna use the bucket water right there for the front. So just leave that there. Yeah. Well, you guys, I don't know. I've never had this fountain this full. I don't know what it's gonna do. We'll see. Here's the rest of the rocks that I have for the feature in front. This is what I have left to put in the bottom, but I need some bigger landscape rocks. I have a couple over there by the pool that I could take out and bring over, but we got to figure it out. Oh, and here was my attempt to kill some grass with the baking soda, and it does work, because look at the grass turned yellow, guys, where I put it. So I was trying to do a track to kill that stuff so that it would stop growing into my stuff up here. And I have another bag of mulch, and so I'm going to get that out and get over here and finish filling this in over here with the new stuff. And so I'm going to try to cover all that, because we're going to do a border all the way around the bricks all the way around, so we have a nice border going around this thing. We're just trying to still decide what we want to do. I was kind of thinking maybe I'll do, I don't know. We were thinking about these. They interlock like that. So we could do those around the front. There's a lot of options. Okay, we're going to right here for a second. And I'm going to watch out. The water bad. I know that it rained, but it didn't rain enough. Takes a while to drain through. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go feed my dogs here in a second, y'all. They're getting mad. They're like, it's fucking almost 8 o'clock. We haven't even eaten yet. Alright, one more. I'll tell you, before our last rainstorm, these things looked really nice, guys. I don't know. My plants got ravished from this last storm. Well, that one was definitely needing it. Going all the way through. Fast, too. So, and this one was just so pretty. I'm so bummed that it looks like that now, but there's not a whole lot I can do about it. You know, plants do what they want to do. And our weather here just sucks. Yeah, maybe I will just take these rocks right here and put them back over into the water feature over there, because I kind of need more rocks over there anyway, so I might as well just do that. Okay, here we go. What did you say, honey? Where are you going? Oh, to get some broth? Well, yeah, I guess we can get a meat bundle tomorrow. I think this thing's probably still plenty waterlogged. I'm not even gonna. Don't let anything fool you guys. If your topsoil's dry, doesn't mean that your roots are. And so that's how I made mistakes last year, overwatering stuff. Because I just felt this, and it's so sometimes I'll do the finger test. I'll kind of like, feel down in there just to kind of get an idea. This might be enough, but these big clay pots, they take a lot. I have to water like around them. I have to lift up the plant and water all around them. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Because with the other bucket, you couldn't see the pot underneath it. The little white bucket in there. This one you can. What do you think? I think the citronella plants I planted work pretty good, and they're growing like flourishing. I know I was going to buy some of those. We saw them. And maybe I'll get one and put it like right here. Citronella plant. Mary Jane Doe was talking about. She used one and it worked really well around her patio area. Yes, I'm coming, Milo. But yeah, so during the day when there's full sun on this thing will shoot up so far. I have to put something on the panel just to kind of block some of the power to it, because it's like, holy shit. That's crazy. Yes, I'll be there in a minute. Grumpy dog. Oh, Lordy. I gotta get them make them some carrots up and a few veggies. We made them we made turkey on the grill last night, and my husband's so funny. Like, he just stuck the whole chunk of ground turkey on there, just threw it on there. And then I'm like, yeah, maybe you should dice that up into chunks at least. Oh my goodness. I am so warm. Even when I come out in the evening, later in the day, and do things like gardening and all that, it's just, and we just like last weekend worked so hard mowing and de-weeding the yard, and it's just exhausting. I can tell you, I know why people pay other people to do it sometimes, because holy shit, it's a lot of work. And I've been spending like most of the summer just trying to allow nature to be where it needs to be, but not where I don't want it. I'm trying to be friendly and let like certain plants that grow, which is, as we all know, dandelion, they're everywhere. but they're not a weed. I don't consider them a weed. I consider them a plant. They're a natural plant. And I mean, they can be squished and pulled a million times and they'll keep coming back. So they're very well, they take care of themselves. They're kind of maintenance free, right? And they look really pretty too until they I always say when they're yellow, they look really pretty. And then when they all turn white and die off, then they're not as nice to look at. And so around the pallet there, I always leave plenty of them there, and then I have a whole they have their whole own section behind the pallet where there's tons of the plants back there. And there's one ginormous, massive one growing out of my mulch back in the garden area, and it's just beautiful. And so I've allowed it to stay. Now the smaller ones that get in front of where I walk in and out of areas, I don't leave those necessarily, but mostly I just get rid of weeds. I don't like to kill nature. That makes sense. Nature as it is. Um, those things grow. I think they grow there for a reason. Dandelion has a lot of good uses too. Oh, right. So yeah, so I'll have to feed the dogs, and then I'll come back and I'll try to do this bug brew stuff and try to use that on my stuff. And so we need some garlic. So I'm gonna have to get some garlic cloves tomorrow and get those back in there, and that should help if there's anything going on with my cucumber plants. I got worried though because I left them there for a little bit, y'all. I'm gonna cam down for a minute because my battery's getting low. Um, Camera. There we go. And so my what was I saying? Oh, the garlic. So it went bad after a couple weeks of being in there, and then I had been busy, and I was like, "Oh, I got to get that out of there." And so then I read and made sure, and it said, "Yeah, change it every 2 to 3 weeks once it starts getting gross." And I'm like, "Oh God, I hope it doesn't do something to my plant." But they were just in there, all kind of funky for a minute. But I'm trying, really trying. We're getting a lot of different kinds of cucumbers, but they're starting to look kind of a little crazy, so I got to get a little concerned because they got a lot of scarring on them, which isn't really necessarily bad, but it isn't good either. They're never going to be perfect, obviously, because they're outside, but yeah, I don't know what he did with that. My husband's always taking off with stuff. He's getting hangry, so he's going to go get some brats. Usually after 8 o'clock, you can't really go up to our local store where we get our meat bundles at. They're pretty reasonable, 35 to $50, and you get, I don't know, it's 2 pounds of 85 lean ground chuck, 6 brats or brat patties, 2 pounds of boneless, skinless chicken breast, 6 pork loin chops, and it's usually like 35 for all that. And that, I mean, our hamburger right now it's like $8 a pound. So it literally you really save money getting that meat bundle because all of that stuff separately is way more money than $35. So I don't know if your local market has that option, but it's definitely worth it. But yeah, so we're gonna get this water feature done one way or the other, guys. I got at least got things kind of placed and kind of got things figured out. I've got another set of rocks that I'm waiting on to come. I'm hoping those are going to kind of help fill in the upper part, but I do need some bigger landscape rocks. I told Bigfoot, I'm like, I really need some more rocks, honey. So a lot of people give them away free, or you can get a bucket full for pretty cheap. But most of the ones I've been finding over the weekend are all pretty far away. So, or I'm hoping to find some closer. Otherwise, I don't know. I'll come up with some way to fill that in some so that the rocks don't have to be so much, if that makes sense. So I'm coming up with different ideas. I just have to sit and kind of I don't know about y'all, but kind of stare at something and then think about it for a while and try different things. I kind of want to be completely ready to have an idea of how we're going to put it together so that when we do, um, you know, we're all doing it together on the live, and then I have everything together. I have the pots, I have some rocks, I'm getting more rocks. We're just trying to kind of get an idea of how we're going to attach the spillway piece at the top. Let me show you what I'm talking about, because I don't know if I showed you guys last time. Oh, actually, it looks like it's gonna rain, so should I even get it out? Hold on. Okay, here we go, guys. Camera back on. Okay, so basically, this is the little pump housing, basically. Here's the hose. The bottom of that attaches to the motor. And then you set this up, and it's open at the top because you can put an aquatic plant in here. That, you know. But what I'm trying to do is we've got to figure out how to get this built up inside of this tub, y'all. Right? And then have this bad boy, like somewhere up in this area, pouring down in onto the rocks. See where I'm going with this? So I have to come up with something that's I'm going to be able to set this on. And if I had something here, it'd be so low. I kind of want to get it up higher. So as soon as I figure that little piece of the puzzle out, we are going to do this thing, guys. So yeah. So that's what I've been groveling over. How do I do this, Mosquitoes are starting to come out because they're not very nice. Oh, calm down, everybody. A handy dandy deck box. So I've got to take this food in. Bigfoot's very good at getting lots of things out, spreading them across the table and all that fun stuff. All right, well, I guess y'all, my battery's about on its last leg, and I don't want to keep everybody. But if you didn't get a chance to come in earlier and see the garden and everything, just be part of the rewatch group, man. I used to rewatch all the time. I do it every day. I miss a lot of my programs, but I just get on there and watch them later when things are quiet and I can actually focus. But y'all have a great time. Have a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful upcoming week. I hope everything goes well and everybody stays safe. Hold on to things and tie things down because the weather's getting to be a bit crazy this week. So, but I will see you all soon. And I'm signing off now. Love y'all. Be good and be kind. There you go. Love y'all. Bye.